I'm rising in this game and it feels great. Still trying to keep it real, niggas still fake. Been off the label all year, niggas still ate. Dropped the marathon in December, niggas still late. I'm so impatient, but I still wait. I still show love when I feel.
Hey, what's going on? It's your boy Jersey Son, the GrooveJive. I'm here with
Motivating Bay, aka the Counter Blog.
You know, and it's before I even dive in and start, right? Just thank you just for joining me today.
Thanks for having me on.
No, of course. You know, we've had a lot of conversations about music and just about like pioneers and about people who've just been like paving the way. You know, and sadly yesterday we lost an icon.
Yeah, a legend.
You know, in a sense, a pioneer. Nipsey Hussle, you know, for a lot of us, was someone who saw beyond music. You know, when you think of tracks that he dropped, you know, Sound of My Ceremony, where he talks about stuff like being able to show his homies where to go fish. You know, like in a sense, like I might have this game, I might know what's going on, I might be put on to whether it's financial wealth, whether it's, you know, health, whatever it is, but I'm not going to be by myself. I'm going to make sure that I share this knowledge with my people.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, me and you've talked about this, and you mentioned like
generational wealth.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So like, what did you observe from like Nipsey's philanthropic, you know, community works?
Right. So he opened up that store, and you saw that video of him showing off his new store.
Yeah.
And everything.
So how'd you feel when you saw that?
I felt great because he was talking about, you know, this is where my kids can work, or my homies' kids can work.
Yeah.
Like generational wealth, and him just starting it, pulling everybody in.
You know, for me, what got me excited is when I saw like the technology element that he had.
Right.
You know, he had this young cat, Eritrean. Dude is about like 21. You know, and he's a tech genius. He's an African American tech genius.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and Nipsey was able to tap him and bring him there to kind of like make a user-friendly store. So one thing I've learned, especially like with doing mentorship and just working with like different communities, is that if you can't see it, a lot of times it's very hard for people to believe it.
Yeah.
Man, and you know, when you look at a lot of it, you know, a lot of his Nipsey Hussle music, he always mentions that he always, you know, the reason why he never, you know, left the hood or never, you know, left, you know, his affiliations and stuff like that is because he wanted people who came from that background to see like, even you can do it. Even you can make it out. Nipsey did not perpetrate the negative aspects of our culture. He was trying to, you know, move it forward and show us like, look, I might have came from this, but not everybody's like that. And that's another part, you know, because a lot of times we make prejudgments on people based off their background, or a lot of times we make judgments off certain demographics without even getting to know them.
He was saying, you guys could be entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
And you don't even know it.
You know what I mean? Like, and that's the part that blows my mind, because like, you know, when we talk about the marathon continues. You know, he spits so much about just the patience of the game of, you know, taking your money and putting it into owning your own.
Owning property. That's what he said.
You know, like you rapping about owning property, you rapping about real estate, you rapping about like trusting the process.
Exactly.
You know, you going on interviews talking about, you know, you don't want to rush that, because when you rush the process, you skip over steps. Man, so like, you know, Nipsey had a really, really huge year last year, you know, and you look at just Victory Lap, you know, him being a Grammy nominated artist, right? He's been grinding for so long. For me, when you take it back to the blog era, the 2010 to 2013 era, and especially when he got the double XL feature, you know, the freshman class, or you mentioned Jive earlier, and him being on the magazines.
Yeah.
You know, I thought that was extremely dope. So now seeing him progress and being featured, you know, with Lauren on GQ, I was like, that's phenomenal.
And they had that couple session that they do, which was super cute. Yeah, you know what? Shout out to Lauren. You know, I'm sure she's going through a lot right now, of course. And but I really think she's gonna have the strength to hold down the fort and carry on.
Yeah, and like That's the thing, right? Like for Nipsey, you know, especially as a guy like just following his career, I watched him not only be great, not only impact his community, but also love somebody. You know, I watched him love Lauren and just use his love for her, not only to make her a better woman and to grow as himself.
A power couple.
You know, and yeah, like, you know, but actually spit about that too. Like, he in tracks talking about that, right? You know, like, and he was in GQ with the drip. You know, I was like, hey, fam, I'm gonna have to get me that kind of jacket, you know what I'm saying? But like, it's truly a beautiful thing, that perspective. But, you know, overall, he was able to kind of dip and dabble, right? He was able to, you know, be in the community, be in tech. Now, when we talk about tech and cryptocurrency,
it's very similar to the stock market. So there's people over the last 5-6 years that became very successful trading currencies via different platforms. And so what it is there'll be a big trade that takes place, and you'll hear about it next week. And they try to mirror it, but the opportunity came in past.
You said it's huge?
It's huge.
Okay, so explain. Give me a take.
Yeah, it's all about access. And I feel like that's what's even now dividing a lot of artists, is that they don't have access to websites, or, you know, maybe it's $1,000 for a website. They don't have access to that, and they don't have access to, they don't know how to code. So that's why I think it's something that's so good for the community, because you're giving people access.
A lot of times, especially as fans, we look at like his impact in the music that he brought to us. We don't really think about, you know, the loved ones that he lost.
Yeah.
And who are left behind.
Right. Yeah. And I really resonated with that today. I think that's why today hurt me so bad, why it was so sad, because, you know, you see this guy who's doing a lot for his community. He's really helping people, he's healing people, he's putting them on, and it always seems like those are the type of people that get taken away from the community, and like the impact gun violence has. And, you know, I was really vulnerable today. It was hard for me to say it, but, you know, I have lost a loved one to gun violence.
Wow.
And in my post I said, you know, it really is a different type of pain when you know somebody's dreams, you know, and you know the impact that they wanted to make, and having them just taken away so soon. And you know, that's why my heart is just so heavy, because I can really resonate.
Hussle, you know, when you think about like his accolades, right? He was a Grammy-nominated artist last year.
Right.
He had one of the best years last year. You know, and it makes me think like, man, we got to get people their roses while they're still alive.
Yes.
You know,
to celebrate people while they're still alive. You have to tell them that they're talented, they're dope, they can do anything while they're still here.
Exactly.
It shouldn't be while they can't hear you.
And because of that, you know, something that we did, especially in Creative Tribute, is actually we compiled a bunch of videos from fellow influencers and people who just have a passion for Nipsey. And you guys check it out.
Or better, blowing this cheddar like I'm Bill Gates. Whatever, I'm in the wind till this movie ends. Smoking California, eating Peruvian. Out on Miami Beach, my niggas, a few of them. Dressed like Beverly Hills, the bitches we usually with. From wishing on a store, nigga took it for. And if I lost it all tomorrow, I wouldn't trip at all. It sound crazy when I say it, but the fear of falling off is the only thing that can take it faith.
I wish the best for Nipsey's family and friends and even fans as they mourn and try to wrap their heads around this. And I just really hope that people can continue to put out good, and remember that all the good that you put out is what you get back tenfold.
His music just spoke to me as an entrepreneur, the marathon, constant pushing, just spoke to, you know, my heart. There's days you want to quit every day, man, and he was a live example to come from the neighborhood to the boardroom to owning a block in his neighborhood. He's somebody that will never be replaced. He's somebody that I'll never forget.
Nipsey Hussle was a great guy. He impacted me because he's an Eritrean American. His dad was Eritrean. I'm also Eritrean, and he helped me have the pride I needed, have the support I needed to be able to represent my country the best way possible.
I'd say one of the hardest things for a young black man to do is to be an individual, to stand on your own 2 feet, to make up your own mind in your own way. And I'd say Nipsey Hussle was the epitome of that.
To me, what made Nipsey Hussle so important was his transparency. He showed us his dark times as well as his bright days. He knew he had a powerful platform, and he used that platform to spread life, motivation, and resiliency to anyone he could. And I know anyone that listened to his music understands the message that he was always trying to spread. And that's definitely gonna be missed.
Excuse my parents, just left the clinic, grinding all day, man. And, big, huge Nipsey Hussle fan, man. Listen to him daily, man. Motivated me throughout the grind, and he had a song called Hustle and Motivate. That's what he did. That's the legacy he left. That's what he lived by. He hustled and he motivated people that they could get it and do the same. You got to put that work in.
I think the first time I heard Nipsey Hussle in the house, I was like, yeah, this is good. It's cool. But when you really got to dig deeper, like underneath the music, you saw somebody who really wanted to help, and as he matured, his music was like that. And the fact that he was doing something to STEM, and it's a giant loss that I think a lot of people are really mourning. People will mourn for a while.
The thing that impacted me and that spoke out and kept to me was when he said life is a marathon, not a sprint. Because I always feel like I have to have it all figured out now. Like it has to be now. But he allows me to understand that it's a journey. Like it's not gonna be now. You gotta take your time with it, And his death really hit hard for me because I was barely alive when Tupac died, and this is not to compare the two at all. But when they killed Nipsey, I felt like, damn, they damn near killed Tupac again.
And the first song I heard by him was a track with Drake. It's called Killer. And the things that he was saying on the song, it kind of resonated with me, because he was just talking about empowering himself and his people. And I've always just had that in mind.
My name is Raphael. I'm a first generation Eritrean American here in Columbus, Ohio. And what Nipsey means to me is to always be a fighter and to always keep pushing it. That in his own words, that there's speed bumps, and that's it in his life. So no matter what I want, is to hold it tight, hold it dearly to me, and to keep pushing it forward. And this resonates to me, especially as an Eritrean, and considering him as a big brother. That as Eritreans, we had to fight for so much and fight for our freedom and fight for our identity, and that's something that will always be held in my heart to the day I die.
Well, we talked about it off camera. My dad was born in Africa, in a country called Eritrea, and he spent the first 20 years of his life over there. You know what I mean? So I was born and raised in LA. I wasn't able to go back and really understand that side of my culture until I was 18 myself.
Nipsey Hussle will forever be remembered. Speaking from a place of love, my name is Jersey Son from GrooveJive.
I'm Sarah from the Counter Blog.
It's Groove, it's Jive.